There have been ongoing changes to fire safety legislation since the 2017 Grenfell fire, in which 72 people died in a high-rise building. That process has been going on with a number of regulations being introduced over a period of time, particularly following the inquiry. There have been some quite significant changes in October 2023 in relation to fire safety legislation, which applies to a whole range of activities, not only housing. So the Regulatory Reform Fire Safety Order 2005 has been changed in a number of ways as a result of Grenfell. One of those ways is that the record of the fire risk assessment used to have to contain the significant findings of the fire risk assessment. The requirement has now changed to record all the findings of the fire risk assessment, and there are obligations on a fire risk assessment to have the name and organisation of the person that's undertaken it on the fire risk assessment itself. Now, over the years, many organisations have done tick box type fire risk assessments, which are wholly inadequate in the new world and current expectations. In addition, it used to be the case that only an employer with 5 or more employees, or where there was a licensing requirement for a building, had to record a fire risk assessment. That is now gone, so that in all premises to which the order applies, which is basically anything other than an individual domestic dwelling, the requirement is to undertake a written fire risk assessment. So this now brings into scope small businesses with 2 or 3 employees. It also brings into scope churches, scout huts, village halls, etc., which are all now required to have a written fire safety risk assessment. In the commercial sense, there's also changed requirements in terms of exchanges of information. So where you have a building where there is more than one responsible person, the responsible person being the employer in control, so you might have several occupants of a building, they've got to identify who each other are, exchange information with each other, and when a responsible person leaves a building, such as, for example, an office where they've leased the floor for a number of years, they've got to hand over that information to the incoming responsible person or to the landlord.